Okay, so as many of you know, the VMAs were last night, and a lot of people are saying today at work. A lot of people were saying that we have a lack of talent. They're saying that I've seen someone show me a Facebook post that said Beyonce won the most VMAs. She's won the most BET awards. She's like second and third to win the most Grammys, and it's like, how is this? Even though we love Beyonce, we know she's amazing, we know she's great. How is this one person winning all of these awards? You know, I don't. Sometimes I play with the Illuminati stuff, but I don't really believe that. I don't think she's having anyone whacked off or killed off or sabotaging people's careers. I I don't think she's evil, but I do think she's like the last of a dying breed, maybe. I don't know if they're ever gonna make someone. I don't know if the industry is going to invest that much into someone to make them great again. I think if you're going to be great, you're going to have to be it on your own. And if you want to work with the industry, they'll work with you. People were saying like, damn, Rihanna and Beyonce performed the whole show. You know, um, Rihanna performed 4 times. She probably performed for a total of like over 20 minutes. Probably like 25, 30, maybe. Or maybe it was just 20, I don't know. But it was a good bit of time. And Beyonce had a long show as well, a long performance. And, people are just saying, like, where is the talent? Where are the rest of the singers? We have to remember that the industry is a lot smaller now, also. It's not like back in the day when you had Janet, Mariah, Whitney, Tony Braxton, TLC, and 10 other girl groups, Boys to Men, 10 other boy groups. You know what I'm saying? The industry, that's just the black side of the industry. The industry was so much larger back then. It's a much smaller industry now. You know, um, People aren't investing in artists like they used to. Not new artists. You have to really, really, really earn your keep. They don't give you much up front anymore. We have to keep that in mind as well. And maybe it's just not enough money in the budget to support all of these other stars. People, one of my friends at work say, that's why we need the Sierras. That's why we need the um the other artists as well. The Chris Browns, the Ushers, these, this, that, and this, that. But when your team's not together, because the industry over the years have been shifting so much, the labels have been moving back and forth, artists just haven't been safe. And luckily for Beyonce and Rihanna, they've just had great teams, great teams and great foundation. And, they've just had that opportunity to really do what they want to do and to grow as artists. They've had the opportunity and the platform to spread their wings. Did they earn it? Oh, of course. They're both very hardworking. They both put in a lot of time and effort into what they do. But a lot of other people do too, and they don't have that same platform because of the changing of the industry. Because everyone just wasn't safe, and it sucks, but that's the truth. This industry has shifted like crazy, and you know Beyonce and Rihanna are kind of, they aren't the last one standing, but they're some of the last one standing. Even Usher's having a hard time getting his career to jump back up again. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for him to get his career off the ground. This industry is shifting, and I think R&B is feeling it the most. That's why y'all should check out my podcast that I did with my cousin, Mother's House Podcast. Our latest show, we talk about R&B and how it shifted. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to make a video about this because there isn't a lack of talent. There's just a lack of platforms. So, shout out to Chance the Rapper for doing his indie thing. He's a really big indie artist, but everyone doesn't have that machine behind them. Chance, he doesn't have a machine behind him, but he, what am I saying? if he had a machine behind him, he probably would have won some VMAs. You know what I'm saying? But maybe we're gonna have to stop putting so much into these award shows. Maybe we need to start focusing more on the music and, you know, maybe one day it'll be an indie VMA. I think that'll be dope. Or if a indie artist was to win a VMA, I think Macklemore already won. But you know, we also have to keep in mind these people have these machines behind them, and the machine isn't just the money that's invested in you to make you great. It helps your show. It's the connections, you know. It's the radio connections, the TV connections. So, you know, it's not a lack of talent. It's just a lack of platform, a lack of opportunity. You know, look at K Michelle. She wanted to do different things with her music, but they wouldn't let her do it. You know, a lot of artists are in boxes. Not everyone can spread their wings like the Beyoncés and the Rihannas. You know, who, again, nothing against those two ladies. They are amazing and deserve everything they got. I'm a fan of both. I think they're awesome. But, you know, it when I keep hearing people say lack of talent, it's because you know, of the lack of platforms. Some people thought that Rihanna might have gotten her Vanguard award a little early. I don't. I think if you go back in time, which I did, I was looking at the Vanguard Award on Wikipedia. And a lot of the artists got it kind of early in their career, and some got it later too. You know, it was kind of I think Janet Jackson got hers in 1990, and Janet came out in the 80s. So she got hers even earlier in her career than Rihanna did. So you know, I think it's all about impact. You know, I think it's never too late to give someone like an Usher or an R. Kelly or P. Diddy. I think he could get a Vanguard Award. You know, the greats who have come before us. It's never too late to give them an award, but it's also never too early to give someone who had an impact. Like Ree's been out for 11 years and she's had a huge impact on the culture. You know, and you got to admit, you can't deny that. You can't deny it. You know, so it is what it is. I just thought I'd come out and talk to y'all a little bit. I hope I said everything I wanted to say. I think I did. Yeah, it's just not the same, you know. We had Brandy, Aaliyah, Monica, Maya. We had so many great artists, you know. And we still do. We just don't know where to find them. A lot of them are indie. You gotta search for your indie artists, you know. Boyz II Men, Drew Hill, Jagged Edge, 112, Jodeci, like TLC, SWV, Escape, 702, like Total. You know, we had a lot of talent, and it's just not the same. So I don't know. Also, they aren't developing the talent as young anymore. Notice a lot of the new stars nowadays, they're usually a little older. They're like a little deeper in their 20s versus, you know, people coming out at 14, 15, 16, like back in the day, like Usher, like Chris, like Rihanna, like, you know, the greats who are now hitting their 10, 15, 20-year mark. Now people are coming out like at 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, like 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Like the age to have prominence in the industry is now older, and that's because the industry is so much smaller now. They don't have that A&R department. They can't afford that A&R department to go out. And of course, you have some exceptions, of course. There's still some young talent out there, but they don't have that A&R department to go out and find that young prodigy and build that person up and invest in that person. There are some exceptions, of course, like a Justin Bieber and like a couple of other people, but for the most part, they're trying to find people who already know their gift, who already know their talent, who already have a buzz. Like, they not trying to invest in nobody like that. So, and I think that's playing a part too. So, you really, really got to earn your keep. And even if you are great and earn your keep, they still just might not like you. You know what I'm saying? They might just decide not to invest in your career because they just didn't agree with what you had to say. You might have said some wrong stuff. Might have an attitude. Like, it's a lot of politics behind this. But congrats to all the winners and the performers, and everybody did great. I had a good time watching it. But check out your indie artists. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. Check out your indie artists. Your artists who you aren't gonna see on TV. Like y'all who have Apple Music, who have Spotify, Tidal, all the streaming services. Go and find those indie R&B artists. Go and find those artists who, and rock and pop and country, whatever, rap. Rap is kind of good with independent because I know it's at least here in Atlanta, the mixtape scenes and everything like that. That helps out a lot. That's why rap is kind of on top. That's why rap is on top because of mixtapes, and they kept their underground really strong. R&B doesn't have a strong underground like rap. Maybe R&B need to start doing mixtapes. I don't know, but yeah, check out your indie artists. That's where the talent is. Also, that's where the majority of the talent is. Peace out.